All right, everyone. Welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Wednesday, May 9th, 2018. All right, so today we have the moon shifting into Aquarius, which could place a theme on our freedom of self-expression, our individuality, and perhaps future matters, which could be maybe about the world at large, and possibly as well connecting to our communities or our network circles. So with that theme, we are coming off of the Sun opposite Jupiter from yesterday. So still maybe a day of doing a status check with our opportunities, with Jupiter retrograde, re-examining those opportunities, but using a bit of this perhaps open-mindedness or optimism possibly towards some of these bigger potentials for, I think, a yearly cycle. All right, so let's look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Wednesday. The moon very well set in Aquarius. Again, we are using the actual size of the constellations as if looking up at the visible sky. So if you are new to the channel, check out that link down below for Sidereal Astrology because the signs are different from mainstream astrology. All right, so Aquarius, the water bearer, it's all about two things really. I mean, they're one and the same, but essentially starting from within, our sense of individuality. Right, our unique contribution to the world. And that's where the next step comes in, which Aquarius is about our communities, right? Collective matters, perhaps. So there could be themes around this, both freedom of self-expression, as well as also wanting to be a part of things larger than ourselves, or focused on larger things like that, collective things, and even possibly with our close friends, network circles, themes pertaining to this. But when we are doing this, when we are essentially connected to what you might consider our higher self, which wants to give and contribute, wants to be free to express our uniqueness. Really good way of working with the moon in Aquarius. All right, so that's the backdrop and the emotional side of things with the moon. The sun is still transiting Aries, actually getting close to the end of the constellation now. So when it comes to our more outer focus, still a great time for focusing on essentially our personal needs, our assertiveness, taking action, initiative. All of this can be the source of prana and energy right now with the sun in Aries. Venus is still in Taurus, still great to be enjoying and being grateful for the material aspects of life, the simple pleasures of life and earth. And Mercury in Pisces, still very good for that intuitive energy, still getting in touch with that present moment, maybe with that routine, listening to our dreams, getting in touch with the more intuitive aspects of life. All right, so that's the backdrops in terms of the day here today. No major aspects going exact, but we are still quite under the influence of yesterday's sun opposite Jupiter. So like I said in yesterday's video, this can create a bit of buoyancy, open-mindedness, about possibilities that have likely come in some fashion over the past 6 months. So if there's been anything you have been open-minded about, you have perhaps been learning about with Jupiter. Jupiter is all about learning, but to expand our horizons, to see possibilities and potentials, maybe even quite literally opportunities. This is still a great part of the week for doing this status check, right? More than likely there is some insight coming in about this. And actually down below, I will put in the comment section which house Jupiter is transiting for you, so you can get more information on this. But essentially, that area down below will be the area of, I think, opportunity for you, which now this part of the week is great for doing this status check. But collectively, this has been about the balance between Aries and Libra. We've had Jupiter in Libra this year. So the opportunities collectively are with perhaps relationships, perhaps with one-to-one connections, and all in all just bringing in a bit of balance into our life. So this could be, balance in relationships such as reciprocity, cooperation, give and take, the importance of this. Again, re-examining this with Jupiter retrograde, doing a status check with this. Or in our personal life, seeing if there are any areas that are out of balance and perhaps bringing them back into balance. All right. But again, do check the description down below for the area that Jupiter is transiting for more information on that. So with this insight, there could be a shift and a pivot today, continuing to move forward some of these opportunities for the next 6 months based on whatever insight you gain can be the shift that we can implement for the coming months here. All right, so that's the most important thing today. On a minor note, the moon will be sextiling up to Saturn. So there could be very minorly, but possibly an opening to feel a bit grounded, responsible, patient, and see the long-term perspective. Anything that does require responsibility in the later part of today can be great with that sextile. All right, so those are the aspects for the day, but the backdrop, the theme being about Aquarius. Themes around, again, expressing our unique selves, our higher self that wants to be free, and because of that, wants to contribute to things larger than ourselves, such as groups, community stuff, even technology, innovation, progressive stuff, the internet. All this stuff is great to cultivate with the moon in Aquarius. All right, so have a great day, everyone. Thank you again for all of your support. Be sure to hit that like button, and I will see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast.